Well, here we are about to start my first recording, first YouTube, first exciting adventure with you all that are watching. Probably just a couple friends and I, but hey, I'll enjoy it. This is the hotel I'm staying on pre-cruise. We're getting on Celebrity Reflection today. This is my second time on Celebrity Reflection, my fourth celebrity cruise. I will do a background video for my YouTube to introduce myself, but I am an avid cruiser, a vegan Ironman triathlete, wearing my obligatory Ironman shirt today for the first day of the cruise. I often do that. My friends give me a lot of crap for it, but they're very comfortable. So today we're in Fort Lauderdale. I stayed at the Hotel Dello. I believe the name is. I'm a Hilton guy. I've never stayed at a Dello. Hotel is okay, not fantastic, but it did the trick for the night before. Usually I drive down from the Orlando area morning of the cruise, but last night it was $110, so why not come the night before? I worked from the hotel. I worked down in the lobby, had some Heineken Zeros. Getting ready to start this adventure. I hope you enjoy it, taking you along with me. Well, here we are about to join the Celebrity Reflection. As you can see behind me, at beautiful Pier 25, I think. It's about the third time I've been in this pier. They made me go out in the last pier way down last time I was here. So first time vlogging this. Great to see Celebrity Reflection again. Looking forward to being on board after the last two being on Celebrity Silhouette. I'm not going to do much filming going in. I hate filming inside and stuff like that, even though I'm still new to this. But I will get with you back on the ship. Looking forward to it. See you on there. Here we are aboard the beautiful Reflection. I almost said Reflection of the Seas from all the years on Royal Caribbean. Now, Celebrity is owned by Royal Caribbean or under the same umbrella. Define ownership, right? But this is my new favorite way of cruising. Celebrity is absolutely amazing. As you can see here, it's just... this is just one little nook that I'm coming out of. I thought it'd be a good way to start my boarding as I'm coming up on the world-class bar, which is quite popular at night. Closed right now, but a lot of the other bars and shops and things start opening later. There are a couple bars, of course. You can always start drinking when you board the ship. It's currently only about 11:44 a.m., so we're still early. And Sushi on 5, and that's a restaurant. Looks like they're actually open for lunch. Here we got DJ Beats going on right now, and I'm gonna go and film some more of the ship for you, show you around a little bit. Just wanted to get that little introduction that I am on board and we're ready to cruise this weekend. It's a solo one. Tell you more about that later. deck 4 right now, heading up to Cellar Masters. Gonna walk in through here. The one thing different from Silhouette is that on Silhouette, it's the pub. I think the pub is a much better addition than Cellar Masters, even though I used to be a pretty big wine guy. As you can see in here, plenty of wine and selections and things going on that we'll figure out tonight. That last time on Reflection back in September, I didn't actually visit and go to or really hang out in here at all. Whole collection of wine, as you can see right behind me, so there's probably something interesting going on here at some point that I'm going to really enjoy. Interesting note about me, at least to some people, I don't drink in the real world, and I call the real world anything outside of cruising. So cruising, yeah, I have cocktails, and tonight I'll have some. Right now I'm drinking Heineken Zeros. That usually gets me by for the day on the ship. It's just nice and relaxing. We have the French Open on. That tells you the timing of when I'm filming this. This is really a great bar, a great location. I think it's a little bit more intimate setting than the pub, but right here is where the bar and the pub is. And I gotta tell you, that was great, because actually for an NA guy, they actually had athletic brewing NAs, several sports going on. So they play the sports in here at night from what I remember back in September, and as they are right now. But again, it's more of an intimate wine atmosphere. Hopefully we'll get to hang out here this weekend, and I'll share it with you then. But right outside of Cellar Masters that I was just in is Fortune's Casino. As you can see here, obviously we haven't sailed yet, and there's not going to be much action in here, and you can't film in here when we're at sea anyway. I see a lot of people, the vloggers that I like to follow, kind of cut through the casino but never show you really anything at night, quite frankly, because you can't. And it's a much smaller the casino than any of Royal's ships on the Oasis class. I've spent a lot of time on Oasis class ships, and one of my favorites for here, I gotta say, this is a casino that's good enough size. You know, it gets by. You don't really need any larger than this on a ship of Reflection size. And I'll probably put up the stats when I'm doing some of the B-roll stuff and let you see some of the stats of what the original build date of the ship is, how many passengers, etc., like that. But that's generally the casino right there. Like I said, not a lot of action in there right now, of course, which is good because it meant we were able to film there. And then that takes you right out into a main area where last time on Celebrity, I found that they didn't really use the space as much as they did on Reflection, and that was Silhouette. Same ship, same design, same class, but it seems like Reflection really utilized this area near Celebrity Central and the entertainment center. So we'll see how that goes this weekend. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to sharing this with you, and talk soon. So now I'm sitting up in one of my favorite locations on at least this class of ship with Celebrity. I haven't been in any of the others to really compare it to yet. But on Silhouette, a couple months back, I found this location, ended up in Key West. It rained all day, sitting here and sipping wine with a couple of nice teachers, retired teachers that I had met, and on the journey. And it was such a great time, such a great view looking out forward of the ship that you don't get on a lot of other classes of ships with Royal Caribbean. It's a unique spot, and unfortunately I didn't visit it here on Reflection last time I was here back in September. I did a solo in September on here as well, and that's where I met the Cruise and Stews. I will hopefully figure out how to tag, or at least get their mention in on this, so they know that that I'm thinking of them. I actually ran into them on Celebrity Silhouette in January. I'm thinking of my timing. I've been cruising a lot. Last year had 8 cruises. Not a lot compared to some, but for somebody who works full time, and I do work on the ship and stuff like that, it's that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of cruising, and I've got 8 or 9 this year, 7 on the books. But I think I'm going to end up at 8 or 9. We shall see. But looking forward to taking you again on the rest of this journey with me. This is something new to me. Hopefully, you find it interesting and entertaining on some level. And of course, I'll take the comments, the good and the bad and the ugly, and tips and tricks, and how you would film it, what you would do differently, those kind of things. Like I said, this is my first experience of starting a vlog for YouTube and using the Insta360 X5, which thus far is absolutely an amazing, amazing camera. So we'll move on to the next spot and see you there. So right now I'm in an area called the studio. There's a little nook here. This is one of those things I, again, did not sit in last time I was on board Reflection. I don't even think it's the same on Silhouette. I don't think I ever came to this spot, oddly enough, because straight ahead of me, and I'll take you there now, with my Heineken Zero, of course, and going down to the Lawn Club and looking down that way, we're going to see some of the regular stuff that is celebrities' claim to fame, so to speak, the Lawn Club and the grass. I'm gonna let my buddy here go by me. How are you? Great, thank you. Don't want to get in his way, of course. He's got things to do. And as you can see here, I'm gonna come up and go into the Lawn Club. The Lawn Club, I call it this, where the grass is here and everything, the Lawn Club, but I don't even know if it's technically the Lawn Club, because I think right there, the Lawn Club grill is really the Lawn Club, if that makes sense. Probably not a lot of sense. Believe me, I've been only having Heineken Zero. Later, when I get into the champagne and the wine, that'll be a little bit of a different story. But hopefully, you'll enjoy that even more of my entertainment when I've got a little bit of a buzz. Again, going back to something I mentioned earlier, I'll tell that story later, probably a little bit more in depth as I get my channel going. But really, it's about the fact that I don't drink in the real world. And except on the ships, which is semi-real world, right? But on here, I do enjoy and indulge in a little champagne and wine here and there. And with that comes an entertaining Sean. And some people would say, some people maybe not. Old school Sean does not exist anymore. We all, or at least most of us, had that phase in life. That's gone for me. But right now, this is just an amazing part of celebrity. This is one of the first things I was looking forward to when I came on Reflection for the first time back in September. And a little bit more about that, actually. The reason for that was because finally, about a year ago, Royal Caribbean decided to match across the board its levels. And Diamond Plus with, well, here we go. Captain talking.
I would like to inform you that all rooms is still in preparation. They will be ready at 1:30 p.m.
I thought he was going to say now. I was going to say that's an hour early.
Once the rooms are ready. Thank you for your attention. Have a wonderful day.
That's I guess, kicking people out of their rooms. But those of us who are regular cruisers, we know, come on, it's not going to be ready till 1:30. One of the cool things with Celebrity, you can drop off your bags, which I did. Thus, nothing in my hands and nothing here. So anyway, as I go back and forth and swing through here and just show you this area, for me, one of the things that I thought was pretty cool was that Royal Caribbean had given us the opportunity to match the status, so I became Elite Plus without ever having been on a Celebrity ship. And there was no, I'm not going to see Pinnacle, I don't think, maybe when I'm 90, but you know, there was no reason to wait because you only get one upgrade, and to be Zenith on here, I wasn't going to see that unless I was Pinnacle on Royal. So without that happening, I didn't see a need to wait. I wanted to do Celebrity. Here I am. I'm hooked. You're going to be lucky to get me back on a Royal ship. I say that, it's just I'm a little Celebrity spoiled right now. Now, I did enjoy Utopia a lot. Utopia I did 6 times since it's been out, so obviously I have a lot of Utopia experience, a lot of, as I mentioned earlier in one of my parts of the video, I have a lot of experience with the Oasis class. It is my favorite class of ship on Royal Caribbean. But you can't beat this. This is really cool. Another lawn here. This is a little bit different than Silhouette, obviously. Silhouette doesn't have these little side grass areas. Interestingly enough, they're seating areas, I like that better. I don't think this gets all out of use on reflection. I noticed that the first time I was on here. More importantly, though, the sunset bar behind me, this is a much better design than Silhouette. I think Silhouette goofed up on their bar. It's actually a bar that's kind of to the right when you walk up over here. And so as you come in here, it would be to the right there, and your back is to the view out. So on here, as you can see, the bar, and we'll go over there in a second, is to the left, and actually a sunset bar looking out. So interestingly, they did some good designs with Silhouette, but failed in other parts, and Reflection has some better upgrades than Silhouette. And that's just the way that it is. And that sunset bar right there. Side from where I was earlier. Some time has passed in between. I had some more Heineken Zeros, as you can see, shipped down below. I'm treating some of it as B-roll. Because I think it's going to have wind up here. I don't know. Maybe you can hear me, maybe you can't. So there's that boat I was trying to show down there, because I got it on the Insta frame right now, so sticking to me, which isn't a bad thing, I guess, but kind of takes away some of the ability to move and point out some of the things that you want to point out. But I'll get that in a moment. All right, here we are, poolside right now. Celebrity Reflection. Party's just about to start. Showing you around, a little bit up top. Go around. Just to show you what's going on over here. Keep talking about Royal Caribbean, right? My loyalty, one of my favorite classes of ships. Right there, Jewel of the Seas. Absolutely love that ship. Glad I'm on Celebrity today, though. So here we are, back up on the, well, not the top deck, but enough of the top deck where I just was a little while ago with you, showing you some of the upper deck area of Celebrity Reflection. Coming up on the pool deck again. I'm gonna kind of go around into it, but can't really do it that way. So let me show you this way. I know, 360 camera, but I took it off the autofocus. So I wanted that kind of shot, be able to control my own 360 in the pool, but we'll figure that out later, because it's here. That behind me. Yeah, it's beautiful. What a way to spend a Friday so far. What a way to spend a weekend. Thank you, Celebrity Reflection. This will be some fun. So here I am in the Solarium pool, standing up against the wall that doesn't look as good as anything, right? And then we turn around, and between there, we have the Solarium pool. Got my guys down here making sure everything's clean and everything's good. Going right down into Sky Observation Lounge, which we were talking about earlier. Interestingly enough, there seems to be a crowd of people in here. I don't know why. It's Sailaway, good spot for Sailaway. Not the spot that I would pick, but hey, I don't know if there's a good crowd, and maybe you should do it. But it all depends on what you want to see. I thought there'd be some live music, usually trivia up here or something. I don't think we're getting any of that. I think it's just people want to be inside the air conditioning and looking out at Sailaway. I'll be back. So here I am again in front of the Sky Lounge. I don't think I got a great shot there going out, but let's go back to the Solarium. Maybe I can point it out a little bit better than I did last time. As you can see, a lot of seating areas behind me, a lot of open chairs. Unlike Royal Caribbean, you got to remember, one of the cool things about Celebrities, you see all the towels left on the chairs. That's for you. That's for you to just go up, use their towels. They don't treat you like a little child or a thief. Like Royal Caribbean does. You don't have to check it out. I hear other cruise lines do that, but as I said, I stick exclusively to Royal Caribbean. And now Celebrity, one and the same though, in my world, other than the fact that, let's be honest, Celebrity is a lot nicer. I see no children on this particular trip. This is wonderful. Love it. Back out to the pool area behind me right here. And we're almost at Sailaway. So we're about to sail away, as promised. I got a frosé, not my most masculine drink I've ever had, but I've been drinking it since I've been on Celebrity ships. Gonna hit a little bit of wind, probably. Hopefully you can hear me okay, but we're gonna do a little pool deck walking. Coming down with this frosé, trying to enjoy every moment of it. I haven't even had my first sip. So, but that's a great sail away drink. It's some concoction that I will tell you a couple of these, and you easily feel it. It's going the other way, but it is 360. But there, thank you guys, appreciate it. A little bit of a delay in us kind of taking off. So I was going to show some of that. I figured, well, you know what? I'll just walk with my frosé down, kind of see what's going on out here. Hear the planes above. We're close to Fort Lauderdale International Airport, and we're coming back up on the Lawn Club. But I just figured I'd show you behind me there, beautiful jewel of the seas we talked about earlier. Right now on the Lawn Club, actually it looks like some bocce ball. It looks like some fun over there. I don't feel like playing bocce ball right now. I feel like enjoying this frosé. Finally had my first couple sips. One for you. Hopefully I'll have some followers that will watch one day and have a cheers with me. Can't beat that. There we go. We're blowing horns. About to take off. Folks enjoying some cigars behind me over there, that side of the Lawn Club. But right now, I'm hoping the horn blows again before I shut you off just for a moment. Looks like there's a pretty fun multicolored shirts party group down at the Sunset Bar, so I'm probably gonna make my way over there and figure out what's going on with that. So, all right, thanks for watching. We are back to the side Lawn Club right now. My frosé in hand, a couple sips deep now. Love the Sailaway. Fort Lauderdale Sailaway is a little prettier, a little more industrial, but a little prettier than Port Canaveral. Usually sail out of Port Canaveral or here has been the trend lately. Here because Celebrity Reflections here, Celebrity Silhouette's been here. Going on Celebrity Apex in December. That's out of Port Canaveral. Usually all the Royal trips I take out of Port Canaveral. I left out of Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, but generally it's been Panama City. Well, that's where my Ironman is. We'll talk about that stuff later, but actually it's Port Canaveral, and it's a great port, easy to get in and out of, close to home. They're going to play some louder music right now.
for the Sailaway. We are moving. We are going to make a turn here pretty soon. As you can see, I've got it again on the auto focus on me, which is kind of neat because it stays with me, stays with that side over here behind me. You put it out here and it takes away the selfie stick is what's going on, hopefully. So hope that's showing up that way. It's hard to tell now. Screen went out. It's windy. Probably can't hear me, but that's okay. Plenty of people heading up this way right now. So again, I thank you for watching, and hopefully this molds into the next piece. I keep saying thanks for watching, but I'm probably just going to clip them together, right? I don't know. I watch enough of these videos of people who do this. Try to put my own spin on it. Hopefully it's interesting and entertaining. But again, it's StudFL for Florida. And that's my Instagram handle as well. And hopefully I can start posting a little bit more on there than I have over the years, and get some more videos out with YouTube like this. And shout out to anybody who eventually sees this. Thanks for watching. And thanks for joining me on Celebrity Reflection. I'll show you some of the fun stuff too. I know, this isn't entertaining, but hey, we're about to make a turn, which is pretty cool. So enjoy. Not gonna be dancing, but I think I'm gonna have another frosé. First one's already on. Told you guys I'm gonna have fun. One frosé down. We'll head to a sec. Okay, so as promised, I got another frosé sitting down here behind me. I can't see that because I'm looking straight in the sun when I do that to you. What I really wanted to do is get another shot here where it was the autofocus. So you can see out in the background, Jewel of the Sea sailing. So I talked about her enough before we left. Oh, she is sailing behind us. It's kind of fun sailing solo. I don't think my theme's going to be solo. I cruise with friends. I cruise with my wife. You will see Teresa. I haven't mentioned her yet. She is not on this trip. She hates videos. She hates me watching all the YouTube videos. She does not want to be in it, but she is going to be in it. I have told her that when we cruise, expect me to be carrying this stick and this camera and getting her on there. And I also told her that because she's a lot more attractive than me, there's going to be a lot of comments on there going, who's the guy and why don't you do the filming? But hey, I like to think I'm the one with a personality that likes to film. You can't beat this. This is a beautiful view of cruising. Hopefully we're going to get some great shots tonight. Like I said earlier, I'll probably come around and take a look and do some shots, like the one behind me, and do some night shots and stuff like that so you can see it. It's part of this vlog is not me just trying to entertain you and be fun. It's actually to show you what's going on with these ships, how I travel solo, how I eat as a vegan, how I eat as a vegan when I travel, how I eat as a vegan Ironman, how I do Ironman, how I do Ironman training. All that kind of stuff, it all comes together. Very excited to start this channel. This is my first, this is not my first video, but this is my first cruise vlog, right? So I am I'm shooting that, and I hope that everybody's going to enjoy it as we go forward. And you watch videos of people going, here I am on my cruise. So here I am on mine again, Celebrity Reflection, Vegan Stud FL. And again, that's the Instagram and everything else. And I will see you in a little bit when I shoot some more. Okay, everybody, still in front of the Ocean View Cafe. I'm going to give you a couple of updates. I got some live music coming up. I was looking at my calendar. Things kept dinging in my phone. And one of the things, for those of you who don't cruise a lot, one of the things that I think that I was trying to do with this vlog, and we'll see how it evolves, was to reach out to people who maybe haven't cruised before, haven't cruised Celebrity, haven't seen this ship. So in that, I've been bypassing today and just showing you kind of my fun, and instead bypassing some of the most important information, such as the Celebrity app. And the Celebrity app is absolutely fantastic. Royal Caribbean has the same thing. It has its flaws. Listen, the app is not perfect, but it is amazing technology over the last 15 years or so I've been cruising. And it's a game changer, because in here I can go in, I can look at my calendar. I'm going to pull up today, I'm going to try and show you. So at 5 o'clock I got a meet and greet $1,000 art raffle credit, and that's what I had on my schedule. That's the most recent thing to bing me, so to speak. But it shows you all sorts of things throughout the night right here that are going on. You can set it in your calendar. It includes your dinners, your shows. When you're on a bigger Royal Caribbean ship and you're booking shows, it shows all your shows on there and everything else. It tells you how to get around the ship. It's got a map. Map's not great, but it does the trick. On the deck plans, obviously, hopefully you'll always hear me say ship. One of my most frustrating things is when people say boat. It's not a boat, it is a ship. It has decks and cabins, not rooms. It's not a hotel, although it is a 5-star resort in many ways. So I hope you enjoy it. Some of that information that I'm going to provide, because that's different from how I started today. So if you have any questions or comments, just let me know. Thanks. Moving away from the Ocean View Cafe, we're going to go back outside right now. The pool deck. I'm going to put on my sunglasses. I think they're in my pocket at this point. I want you to see a little bit more and a little bit calmer, because we're only probably about an hour into leaving. And of course, Royal Caribbean, it's still be going crazy. People be hammered by the pool. Not that people aren't drinking and enjoying themselves here, like my pros say. But it's a much tamer crowd. Less kids. I finally saw some kids, probably 2 or 3. The entire trip. Not bad. So here we are at cabin 8103. Take you inside. And that's obnoxious. I hate when people do that, just to let you know. I'm gonna turn the light on in the bathroom. See me over here. And in here, there is a standard bathroom on a cruise ship. Some people will come in and show you what they've got going on around here and spend time in here. We don't need to really spend time in here. It's a bathroom. Listen, cruise ships don't have the finest bathrooms unless you're staying in the top suites. What do you care? You're on a cruise ship. You're never going to be in here. There's the shower. It doesn't have the curtains. I agree when people say that on their YouTube channels, that the curtains sucked. They certainly do. I appreciate the glass or acrylic doors or whatever they may be. Nice big bed, especially solo. I can take over a couch and a telephone, which is quite antiquated. Can't believe they still have these, but hey, it's great. I can call the front desk at any time, and I never use it anymore. So there you go. There's the frosé we were talking about a little while ago. Watching a little golf on this trip. Got my Ironman hat.
which inspires me. Makes me want to go run today because I did not, and I'm being lazy. Got my snacks, got some certain vegan things in there. I'm using IM8. I can explain that, talk about that later. Right there, the Heineken Zeros that I usually have, and some flowers, and one of the perks of being a, I guess, Elite Plus is the flowers. I haven't figured that out yet. Last cruise with Teresa, no flowers. Cruise before that solo, flowers. Cruise this solo, flowers. Maybe they feel bad for me. I don't know. This is a unique view, and actually you can see, hopefully, I can't really tell because it's not showing on the screen anymore, but there are 2 ships straight ahead. We are heading right for them. Those obviously came out of the port of Miami to the right over there, which is really cool. Now, I've stayed in this type of cabin here on Royal Caribbean on Oasis class, never in a celebrity ship. This is really cool because in the Oasis class ships, they don't have a seating area. And right here, you can look out, sit there, and enjoy yourself, enjoy some morning coffee in the port. But maybe I'll get a couple shots from there to show you. Other than that, here I am. That was the cabin tour. Obviously not much to it. No need to waste time on that. You guys want to see the partying and the atmosphere tonight. That's what we're going to look for and show you. So again, see you in a little bit. I actually knocked the table. That's probably one of those outtake versions, but I was going to sit like this comfortably and I kicked the table that this was on because it wouldn't take my friendly hand as the stop point. Usually it's a twist or a hand. But anyway, I'm sitting in the cabin looking like I'm going to dinner, right? I'm actually it's not dressed up, obviously, but semi looking good to go out to dinner tonight. I will get going to dinner and I will shoot what I can tonight and hopefully enjoy that when we get there. Thanks. Here we are in the elevator going to dinner. So let's see if I can walk us there without anybody being in the way. So right now, deck 14 heading to Ocean View Cafe. So I think I mentioned it earlier that I was going to Ocean View Cafe rather than main dining room. That's just simply because it's going to be easier. I get a group meetup at 8 o'clock. We go have some fun. So right now, it's just going to be easier to go in there and get all that delicious vegan food they have in the Ocean View Cafe versus having anything in the main dining room, which my last couple experiences have been hit or miss. And it really requires you to order it in advance when you're in main dining room, and it's kind of like tonight would probably be whatever they have. I'm not necessarily up for that anyway, so this kind of worked out well. I do have 8:15 reservations for their equivalent of my time dining. It doesn't matter that you don't show up, so that's a hint for you. If you got dining reservations and you don't show up, they don't care. There's nothing they can do about it. So, sounds terrible to say it that way, but listen, I got other things going on right now and tonight that I don't want to be sitting through a main dining room. Sometimes the main dining room can take a couple hours just to get through it, even when you're solo, believe it or not. Solo, sometimes I've taken an hour and a half, maybe upwards of 2 hours. That's a long dinner by yourself when you just want to get out and go have some fun. So that's what we're looking to do here. So right now, going in, Ocean View Cafe.